was younger, I was a little smaller, got picked on a little bit, so I wanted to learn how to defend myself. Wrestling kind of stole my heart, I guess. I'm drawn to underdogs because that's kind of who I was.
When I was wrestling, I had nobody that was like, oh, I'm proud of you. Conor made me believe in myself.
My first impression of Conor was I knew right away he was something special.
It goes more than just on the mat and off the mat.
His dedication it's unique. It's unlike anyone else.
Anybody tired yet? You're trying not to breathe.
I think Conor's passion for coaching others and helping others is because of the things that he experienced in life himself.
Hey Josh, let's get his head on the mat. Get one more little tug, okay? I like to try and be the key to every door. Will I be? Probably not, but I like to help those kids that maybe aren't as gifted. I want to be the guy that I needed. Just on your own for right now, yep. All right, backwards. My interest in wrestling came from when I was younger. I was always undersized. I feel like I was a couple years behind everybody else. I get called names and, Squirt was a popular one.
They didn't believe in him in middle school when he played baseball because he was too little. I remember the coach wouldn't put him out there, but he actually told us that your boy's too small, he's too short.
All right, so now if I want this leg, what do I got to do if I have an inside tie to get that leg forward?
Conor can identify with the underdog for sure. He was one. He just remembers what it was like.
There was a lot of struggle. In high school, he found out that his dad had cancer and wasn't given very long to live. He didn't have any money for schooling, didn't have really any places to stay.
Due to the struggles and stuff, it was really hard to make things happen. My first time I went to college, it didn't pan out. I ended up back here and living in my car. I was actually told to leave the school. I was on the wrestling team there. I was told that was embarrassing to them.
Every time, life kind of pushes him down and most people would give up. He doesn't.
I didn't have someone really telling me that I was capable. So to this day, I try and give my wrestlers as much one-on-one time as I can.
Most coaches are not like Conor. He finds pleasure and happiness out of seeing young wrestlers succeed.
There was times where kids didn't have money for food or didn't have money for a camp or didn't have money to come here and participate, and he would pay it off.
There's this time Conor walks in the rain, soaking wet, 6 miles to coach this kid. You don't see that. You don't see that in coaches. You don't see that in a lot of people.
No, I don't know anybody that's that as crazy as him, as that committed to something like that. I've never seen anything like it.
Conor fights every single day, just so he can help, these students.
Conor does not complain. He doesn't let you know how hungry he is, whether it was he didn't have money to eat or he didn't have time to be, between jobs, so that he could afford to coach a wrestling program for free.
Someone once told me I wasn't successful in what I'm doing right now. People think finances a lot of times. Success to me is living a happy life. I'd rather be happy than be rich, I guess you could say. My relationship with my dad, he's my best friend. I remember I was leaving preschool when he picked me up and he's like, I think he was gonna go to work or do something. I didn't want him to leave. So I said, okay, Dad, wherever you go, I go. I remember sitting in the hospital. I was told that he had cancer. I wasn't really sure, how bad it was.
I went to a doctor and they started doing scans and x-rays and things and MRIs, and they found a big mass. They didn't give me long. Like I say, the surgeon, they thought I was all gonna pretty much be dead soon.
I think that's probably one of the hardest challenges someone could face is watch your dad and best friend dying and puking blood right here in the living room.
I've had probably 10 surgeries. The chemo pretty much ruined some of my organs.
When you feel like you're gonna lose something important, you kind of go into desperation mode. You'll do whatever it takes to not lose it.
We both got this tattoo on our arm, and it says warrior, and then the other way it says servant. So you have to be a warrior to go through all the things that are really hard in life.
When things are hopeless, or no matter how bad a situation looks, you keep going forward. And so I relate that to my wrestling and then the wrestlers.
I think Conor deserves a Hometown Hero Award because he literally puts almost all his time, all his money into all of his wrestlers and anybody he helps in general.
He wouldn't spend a dime on himself. He would put all that money that he win. He would put it all in the club just to make us better.
Nobody goes above and beyond like Conor does.
He chooses to better other kids in the community rather than himself for the purpose of that's just who Conor is.
Seeing him do the things he's done throughout his life, and something like this is kind of a payback to helping other people.
When I got that tattoo on my arm, it says servant. What does servant mean? And it took me a year or two before I figured that out, like what it truly meant. And helping better other people's lives is what I want to do, and I think that's why God put me here.